My contract role is 250, but if you do that same role in London, it'll be 550 or 450 or 350 at least. Through this internship, I learned more about BA, and that's how I got the role.
Interview finished around 11, got my train shortly after from London, and before I got to work, I got a call that I had got the job.
So the project gave me that base to even, and the confidence to, for even junior roles. I didn't even get a junior. I got a role for a business analyst, not a junior role. I was even being approached for senior BA roles.
Because you will get a job. If I can do it in 2 months and in coronavirus, guys, you can do it, man. And whoever says to me that there's no roles in coronavirus, yes, there's less, but there's still roles out there. Whoever says that you can't find a role in coronavirus, well, there it is.
Up until 25, I haven't been working. So really, I've just started, and I'm 28 now, and I've just been working 3 years, and you know, I couldn't be more grateful in the current climate that we're in to land such an amazing role.
The one time I went through the coaching sessions and I got the job.
Less than 2 months into the work experience, I've landed the job.
I'll share my story with you guys. I'll tell you a little bit about how my career started and how I came across Transform Learning Academy and how I finally landed a role as a senior business analyst last month. And I'm now continuously being headhunted for other roles as well. So I've always been a salesman. I was kicked out of school when I was year 7, didn't really study much, carried on my life, went into a career in sales, just the standard, bog standard jobs that you have, minimum wage sort of thing. Worked my way up into management. Again, it wasn't nothing amazing, just to retail.
Worked really hard in my PGCE and then started working as a teacher. And then along the way, I had a baby, and I could no longer work 60 hours a week. So I took a break.
I predominantly come from sales, so started off as a sales trainer, sales kind of executive, then went into IT recruitment. So from there I got the IT knowledge, but I think no industry experience at all, just literally selling IT people really into jobs.
So I started in law, and it was something that I've got my degree, I got a 2-1, and it was something that really I didn't really enjoy. So I did a little paralegal work, and I thought, you know what, this isn't for me.
Because some of the jobs I was doing, I couldn't map out a career path, you know. From where I was, probably the next job up was the manager, and after the manager, there was really nothing after that. And, you know, I couldn't even think of sort of stretching out and applying my skills in other areas within.
A couple of years ago, when I graduated uni in computer science, I took a year off to just, you know, have fun, travel the world a little bit. But it was during that time is when I found out about business analysis, and so that's when I started to work go on the path to become a BA.
When I was there, I realized that considering what I'd done in life and the qualifications that I had, I was now at my peak. I couldn't get further than where I was now. That really frustrated me. And I thought to myself, how could I better myself? And it was only then when I came across a friend who'd also become a business analyst that I started searching into the topic, and then joined up with TLA.
So until I started reading about digital business analysis and what it entails to work on projects and, you know, using specialized skills and tools, but I didn't know where to go. I didn't know where to get these skills until I joined Transform Learning Academy.
I wanted to go back into doing something back into permanent employment, but I didn't want to go back into teaching because my son is still little, and I don't think I can work crazy hours like them. So I just wanted to change my career altogether. And a friend of ours is a business analyst, and he suggested the idea to go towards this career. And I was looking for how to get trained into becoming a business analyst, and that's when I came across you guys.
So 4 years of IT recruitment experience, but the reason why I wanted to make a change was because I was placing with IT people, and I thought, well, they're on some really good money, and you know, what have they got with driving butts? So and then that's where I found you guys.
Got a good day rate and just carried on contracting, and I got to a stage where you realize that I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. And it was just banking roles. Okay, you're a case handler, but is there anything more that you can do other than just being a case handler? And I think that's when I reached out to Shaz.
With me personally, I was trying to do everything on my own, and it wasn't really working out. So everything changed when I saw your face on Instagram. But the thing is, clicking on that link has now helped me. It fast tracked me to become a BA from a few months. From I think I met you in October when I came to your seminar. From October to the beginning of February, I'm a BA.
So I approached Sash friends to discuss this, which his name is Hassan. We are working on the same project, and he introduced me to Shaq. So and I explained to them then, as of then, that I'm not interested in the training. I just want work experience because I know everything about BA. I know everything about. So I just want to know Scrum Master experience.
What sets you guys apart is the experience. No company says, okay, we're going to do this course and then also give you experience.
Coming into the process, it was a 2-day training.
When I arrived on the Sunday, he put me up to speed. He had sent the material beforehand. So right there, I can say the customer service and the aftercare is very excellent.
The course was really, I remember when I course in London, I really liked the fact that we did actual examples. We did an example of a use case diagram. We also did process mapping. So in theory, if you sit down and just read the textbook, you're not going to really understand it until you do it. So one thing that really set it apart from maybe, I did some online courses for business analysis before PLA, and I was making notes and everything, but it didn't make as much sense until I did actual examples when I was doing the course with them. So really liked that. And then after that, the math that helps to secure the actual roles, the CV support and the interview support that you get, and also the coaching call with Raj. I have scheduled so many coaching with Raj every time, and he just reads the job description and says, yep, I think you're going to get asked this question, I think you're going to get, and yeah, you do. Literally, I think on both of the interviews, I got similar questions to what he had suggested. I think for the BTP role, he said they're going to ask about I don't know, was it change management or pushing back on requirements? And I got asked a similar question. So I feel like he knows how to read the job descriptions and understand what sort of question you might be asked.
Then went on to the project, and he helped me with my CV and securing roles and prepped me for the interview. So I'll definitely recommend everyone to go through the process of doing the CV exactly the way they tell you, because now what's happening is I speak to at least 2 to 3 recruiters on a daily basis, and it happens because those keywords, what you put in, how they search for candidates, it really works.
Whether it was interview prep, and both Shaz and Craig, they were very helpful in the sense that sorting my CV out. I would send Shaz my CV. He's like, no, don't like it, send it back. Then I'd redo it again. Nope, don't like it, send it back. So it must have gone back and forth a couple of times before I got the right CV.
So before I joined the program, I had I think 3 or 4 interviews as a BA. So, and going into those interviews, I didn't know, I wasn't really confident going into these interviews because I didn't have the experience to actually talk about being a BA because I didn't have the experience for it. And I was talking a lot from a theoretical point of view. But going through the program myself, and obviously going through the coaching call, the one coaching call, when I went into the interview, it was the first time I went into an interview that I was not nervous. I went in there confident, and I knew I was going to get the job, and I did.
And I remember when I got the right CV and I put it on, and I start publishing it. And I remember Shaz saying that, the best time is Sunday evening. So, the recruiters, Monday morning, they've got it first thing in their inbox. That's exactly what I did. Sunday evening, started applying left, right, center. And I kid you not, and I remember telling Shaz this, I must have got, I think on my first day, about 10, 12 phone calls.
70 views at one point, and that's just in 1 week. And it's still continuing. I'm still adding recruiters. If I have a job, it doesn't matter. It's just something I do now. So positioning really helps. Go through the steps that TLA tells you. Adding recruiters and posting helps, definitely. Recruiters call you. They definitely call you. Probably not in the first week, but I've been bombarded with phone calls at one point, and that attention really makes you feel confident.
My advice to you, my friend, would be just to speak to the TLA team. They'll support you, and then they'll make you aware when you might have done a project or something. So definitely go to them, guys.
A role, what have just come now, is the perfect fit for me, and that's exactly what I want to be doing, you know, for the next 2 years, and then carry on building my profile until you get to a stage where, you know, you're a senior director or something.
Life as well. So, you know, all I can say is the support and the the encouragement that I got from TLA was truly remarkable.
My example, it happens. It works. The process works. Give yourself probably 3-4 months at the maximum. And if you're at it every day, you'll get a job in those 3 months. It's about 90 days. Everyone is about 90 days.
And I have had interview support before, and I've had people review my CV, but never like this. And I feel like you guys seriously do it from the bottom of your heart because you really want us. Like, it's not just you've done your job and it's done. I feel like I actually feel bad. Any time of day or night I've messaged, I've always got a reply back. And you've got, I feel like I'm going to say to all the students, you've got so many resources, you've got so many people working so hard for you. All you've got to do now is put in your effort.
What I would say is the price was definitely worth it, and they get jobs even before they finish paying, you know, so don't even worry about the money. So, and it's definitely been worth it because you know, I should be able to make this money within a week.
In terms of like actual work experience as a BA, no, I'm literally gone from minibus driver to business analyst.